Hello.
It says we're playing Peak.
No, wait, it doesn't, what? Hold
It
on.
says Peak.
Oh, I know why it says we're playing Peak.
You didn't
Okay.
change it.
Yeah, I changed the title. I didn't change the category. That's an easy fix. Also, you didn't put up any updates in Discord.
I completely forgot. I didn't even register in my mind till now.
That's why I said
That
get
was
everything
not
else
even
ready.
It was not even a thought in my head to be like, hey guys, come watch our podcast. Not a single brain cell devotes to that task.
Hey guys, it's been like 3 weeks since we last had a podcast, and it's both of our faults.
Been sick.
It's been sickness. I went out of town surprisingly last minute. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks. We're behind. The last thing we talked about was us playing Peak.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It's been ages. It's been ages. I've been so sick. Yeah, sorry guys. The last 2 weeks have been coughing up a storm. Have not even had a voice for a good chunk of it. Last Friday when we were gonna do it, I lost my voice completely. Could not speak. So we have just not been podcasting because what value does a podcast have if the host can't speak?
Yeah. Hi, Voldy in chat. Voldy, I'll be in your boat literally next week. I'll be in the middle of the ocean.
That sounds horrifying.
For Emily, it does. Okay, let me rephrase. We will have podcast next week, but the week after that, we're not going to have a podcast because neither of us will be available.
Nope.
I'll be on a boat.
I will be in DC, and Blake will be on a cruise.
I feel way worse for Emily because she's going to be close to a gross orange man.
That's true, but also DC as a city is very cool, and there's a ton of free museums and free things to do, and it's very pretty, and I like DC a lot. It's got good food too.
Well, we have an entire. You know what? Fuck it. We have an imperial fuck ton. I was gonna censor myself, and then I just decided not to. We have imperial fuck ton to talk about today. So
yeah. While we were being sick, there was a Nintendo Direct. There was a Tamagotchi Direct. There was a State of Play today. There's been some other news that's been coming out. So we've got a lot to catch up on. Blake and I actually had some topics to discuss tonight, and then we just said we cannot.
We can do it next week.
Things announced, and we have to talk about those things. So today is going to be kind of summing up all those big events that we missed over the last couple weeks and talking about the games that have been announced or the details for specific games and what we're looking forward to. So in case you didn't see any of those, stick around because we're going to cover it all.
But first, we're going to talk quickly about backlog stuff because I did finish something and Emily started something. I finished Star Wars Outlaws. What?
I said you said that in a tone, with a tone.
If I came out in a tone, I didn't mean it in a tone. Usually I do, but I'll admit it if I do.
There was a conversation that happened pre-podcast, guys, that, like, I read the tone of she started something, she says. Okay, fine.
Listen, if you know me and Emily, we're like siblings. We fight like siblings. Yet we can't stop hanging out together. But this will make Emily happy. The game I finished was Star Wars Outlaws. And for the first time in probably a decade, I thought this game was more than okay. Ubisoft made a game that was more than okay.
Wait, did you like it more than Shadows?
Yes, by a long shot.
Wow, that actually surprises me.
By a significant mark. Well, okay, I mean, yes, it has its issues. However, there were so many cool ideas incorporated, and no, they're not like groundbreaking new things, but the way they handled them were very well done.
It's also beautiful.
Yes, it looks gorgeous. Two, the reputation system, once again, it's not new, but it is interesting enough. I am a sucker for factions in games. Having factions in games, I'm all the ways like, how can I piss this person off? How can I make this person happy? How can I make everybody happy? How can I make everybody hate me? I love factions in games. And so you give me a faction and I'm like, yep, I'm in. Say less. Like, let's do it.
I did like the faction system.
The only gripe I have with the faction system is, yes, it did play a role at the end, but it did not play as big of a role at the end as I thought it should have played.
Yeah, it doesn't have the story purpose. It's more so like the exploration of the worlds and then like getting items and things like that. And making like whether your quest that you're on is going to be harder or easier based on whether you can get access to certain areas based on your ranking with the faction.
Yeah, I think the final mission was cool. It came too quick because right when I started it, I'm like, oh wait, I'm already here. Like I'm already okay. I guess we're doing this then. I was shocked that the final mission was happening when it was happening. Also, ship combat was kind of made me a little motion sick.
Yeah, I actually hated the ship.
Yeah, the ship combat was not great. Anytime I had to go to space to do like a side quest or something, I'm like, God, I don't want to do this, but here we go. So.
It's been one of the things that's kept me from platinuming the game, has just been like there's a lot of ship trophies and things like that, and I actually hated flying the ship so much because I was so bad at it.
So yeah, I this week I finished that last week. This week I started Trails in the Sky First Chapter, which is a remake of a Trails the first Trails game made in the 1990s. It's completely remade. The Trails games are a long series of JRPGs that I've been too afraid to touch because there's so many of them, and you don't have to play them in order, but you really should. And now that they've remade the old ones, I'm like, okay, I guess it's time. It's time for me to dip my toes into a cult classic. So here I go. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a good time. So, Em, I'll let you tackle yours now.
I don't have a huge backlog update. Last time we spoke, friends, I had finished the Mass Effect trilogy. I actually went back and replayed Mass Effect Andromeda with the knowledge that I had from the original trilogy. And there was definitely a lot I was able to appreciate more having played the trilogy. Specifically, if you've played Andromeda, you can collect all of your father's memories. And if you collect all your father's memories, you get access to certain audio files on his computer that talk about how the Initiative knew the Reapers were coming, and that was a huge hidden agenda for creating the Initiative, was getting as many people out of the Milky Way galaxy as possible to avoid the Reapers. And then at the very end, there's a long audio file from Liara, one of the main characters in the original trilogy, and it was just such a heart-moving audio file. I almost cried just hearing Liara talk. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so powerful. So I had heard all that stuff before, and I knew the general gist of it, but getting to hear all of it again, having loved the original trilogy so much, it was definitely more impactful. But yeah, I still love Andromeda. I was really bummed getting to the end of Andromeda, and they mention there's like, if you've ever played Andromeda, there's a slight tidbit at the end if you talk to the right person where they say, hey, we just got this audio file. It turns out the Quarian arc. It's an audio file from the Quarian arc, and you find out there was an Elcor arc, a Hanar arc, a Quarian arc, and they were all also part of the Initiative. And the sequel to the game Andromeda was supposed to be finding all those other arcs with all those other species and bringing them in. And made me really bummed that we didn't get to do that because I like all those groups and I would have really liked to get to see them in Andromeda. So it was kind of a bummer because I still love Andromeda and I think it really wasn't done justice. Even with all the knowledge and love for Commander Shepard, it was a big bummer. But I beat that. And then I moved on to Baldur's Gate 3. I have officially started Baldur's Gate 3. I'm a handful of hours into it, so not super far. Especially according to Blake, who...
It's over 100-hour game. It's a big game. You know this.
I know it's a big game. I'm over there. Y'all, for context, before we started podcast, he was like, I was like, yeah, I started Baldur's Gate. And he was, what did you say? You said something.
I said you barely scratched the surface.
No, that was the second thing you said.
I don't know what else I said.
The second thing you said was you barely scratched the surface. The first thing was like something about basically like me not having started it. And I was like, I said I started it, not that I beat anyway.
Oh, no. I said you kind of looked at it and then you put it down.
Oh, yeah. He said you kind of looked at it. And I was like, I played hours of Baldur's Gate. I didn't say I was done with it. I didn't say I was halfway or even a quarter. But I did start Baldur's Gate. And I'm going to be truthful, you guys. I like Baldur's Gate. This is not anything against Baldur's Gate. But do you ever have it where you read a book series or you watch a TV series or you play a game series and you're just not ready to move on?
Yes.
And
all the time.
That's where I was at mentally. And I started Baldur's Gate 3 and then I played it for a while and I stopped. And I was like, you know what I really want to do right now?
Play Mass Effect.
I want to play Mass Effect. So I restarted Mass Effect 1. So...
See,
crap.
See, you're different than me though, because I fight. I have to internally fight those urges. Like, no, you just did that. You have a massive backlog. It's time to move on. And it takes me like 3 days to get past that like initial like I want to go back and do this again.
Sometimes I allow myself to do it. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. It's hard because I'm doing books as well, and I just don't want it to get too punishing on myself where I'm not enjoying what I'm doing and then I don't want to play it at all.
Where it becomes a chore.
Also, there was a Dreamlight Valley update on Wednesday, and so I was playing that last night. So the next big game I will be playing is Baldur's Gate 3, and I still have the Uncharted series slotted for either probably next month. So those are coming up, but I haven't really finished anything else.
The first game was supposed to be last week, but her sickness got her.
Yeah, I got really sick. I did finish a TV show on my backlog, which was The Pit.
I've heard good things about The Pit.
Yeah, I know we don't really talk about TV shows much on here, but I watched The Pit on a recommendation from a friend, and I absolutely loved it. If you guys haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. Super great show. I just finished a couple books. I just finished reading The Tsar of Love and Techno, which was a historical Russian novel. That was really good. But no new games finished as of yet. But check in next week. We'll see.
Hello to Emily's sister. My name is Randolph, your co-podcast host.
That's not the sister who named you Randolph. Allie, for context, Laura forgot Luke's name and called him Randolph. And so
I'm sorry, Allie. So yeah, I actually changed my name in Discord to Randolph in multiple places.
It's Randolph now. So yeah, that's the backlog update.
Cool. Quickly, got 2 news stories before we get into the big things. One of them is tiny, and the other one is massive. The tiny bit of news is that the dispatch version for Nintendo Switch has censorship on it. And that's because people don't understand how to read articles. It comes from the person who can't read, right?
No, you just said yesterday that you can read now.
No, but then look what I said afterwards.
I thought you were saying, okay, never mind.
I said I lied to myself. I can't read
again. Once again, illiterate.
Yeah, it's still illiterate. Anywho, so the dispatch for Switch 2 is censored, unlike the other versions, but there's a reason for it. Nintendo has a rule because of Japan's censorship laws. You have to make region variants of the game, and if you don't, it has to match the Japan censorship laws because obviously they didn't make region variants of the game, which is why the game is heavily censored. But people are like, Nintendo's censoring. I'm like, no, they're not. Because there's only one version of the game, and the creators didn't want to make a separate version. Like they just did that. They censored that the nudity in the game. You could still play Cyberpunk and see all of its non-censorship because there were different versions of that game. For example, like no, this is not a. I like shaming Nintendo. But they actually had to have done it here. They actually had it. This is just stupid Japan laws. This is just stupid Japan censorship laws.
Japan's very strict about that kind of stuff. So that tracks. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the teeny bit of news. Now the big piece of news, and this affects almost all of us out there, because if you're a gamer, it means you have a Discord account. Don't lie. Everyone who's a gamer has a Discord account. Discord, purveyors of keeping our data private, are next month forcing every account to be a teen or kid account unless you give them your biometric data or upload your ID, your driver's license.
Ooh, that one's rough. I heard about this earlier. I actually thought you just had to be of a certain age. Like it was going to be like, hey, you can't use this if you're under 13 or something.
Nope.
But requiring a face scan to get an adult account is rough.
Yeah, it's to quote unquote protect the kids. We know the real reason. That's not it. It's taking data. On top of that, it was only a few months ago that Discord had a massive leak that got a whole bunch of people's like personal information stolen and put on the black market. Like, no, I don't trust them with this data. Like,
I don't trust them with my face.
No, this is an outrage. This is truly problematic. I have really nothing else to say to it other than I think a lot of people are going to start deleting Discords. I think we're going to start seeing Discord clones come out of the woodwork, or just better versions of
honestly,
Discords.
the point is like, where would we even go at this point?
Yeah, that's the hard thing. I think they know they have a stranglehold on the market.
Like, where would we go? Teams?
Yeah, okay, ew, don't use that language in
That's
here.
what I'm
Okay.
saying.
I need Steam to come out and just be like, here, have a Discord clone in our Steam client, and then I have one app for
Actually,
everything.
you guys, we already have the solution.
If you say Skype,
Nin- No, Skype's gone. Skype's dead. Skype's
oh
been
yeah, that's
deleted.
right.
I was gonna say, don't you remember when Nintendo came out with those handy dandy cameras for your face and that their
Yeah.
own Discord chat in game? I'm sure that functions really well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not laggy at all. You know, Nintendo is very trustworthy with their internet service. They've never had an internet problem in their life.
Cutting edge technology right there. They're always on the cusp. They always got the newest, the greatest, the best.
Mm, yeah, I just need to. You know what? That's my business venture. I'm gonna go create a Discord clone. Unfortunately, so I make money, I have to put ads in it. But Discord already has ads to begin with, so like, yeah. Discord,
Continue.
fix your shit. You're no one's gonna give you that data. Now, granted,
People will. People absolutely will give them that data.
that's true. Granted, and this is probably okay for Emily and I. The fact that neither of us have, and not safe for work content in either of our servers, and we're not looking for that, we're probably fine. But at the same time, it's still not a great thing that's happening. You know?
A lot of other like things that this could be used for as well that we don't
Yeah.
have to get into today. But there's a lot of like profiling that could go on in terms of like scanning users and
Oh,
getting their information.
100%, 100%. I'm not a big fan of it. And once again, even though it doesn't personally affect us, it's the principle of the matter in here in this case. Like, no,
Absolutely.
Discord, do better. Stop trying to take my data. Stop selling my data to data brokers, etc. Okay, now the big things. We have an order. We have decided an order. So, one of these things Emily watched, the other one I watched, and the third one we both watched. So Emily's going to start with the Tamagotchi Life Direct that happened 2 weeks ago.
Yes. I have actually shown this Tamagotchi Life Direct to two different people now where I've sat them down and been like, please watch this. If you aren't aware of or familiar with Tamagotchi Life, this was a game that came out in the 3DS that essentially, it was kind of like a Sims version of, it was like a Nintendo version of The Sims, is what I'm trying to say. If you've ever seen the little Me characters from Nintendo, it is basically an island with those little Me characters. You can dress them up, you can give them little houses, they interact with one another. There was also a lot of memes that came from Tamagotchi Life because of how funny it is. If you ever hear the voices, they're very robotic voices. There was a whole concert hall in the original. I'm sure you've seen memes from, even if you didn't know what it was from. And this became a very, very beloved game. There was a huge fan base for it, and Nintendo kind of never brought it up again. And for the last 10 or so years, the fans have been begging and begging and begging Nintendo to revive this series. There was nothing for it on the Switch 1. The last it was the 3DS. And so every Nintendo Direct, you get a huge group of people being like, Tamagotchi Life, Tamagotchi Life. And so finally, late last year, Nintendo announced, yes, there will be a new Tamagotchi Life called Living the Dream. It's going to be released on Nintendo Switch 2 as well as Nintendo Switch 1. And they released a 20-minute direct kind of talking about everything that's in it. And it made me realize why we don't have Animal Crossing yet. Quite frankly, it was my biggest takeaway from the direct. It's a lot of designing and decorating. Unlike Animal Crossing, you can go into a bird's eye view mode. You can add more land to the island. You can take away land from the island. You can build multiple islands. You can design the exterior and interior of homes. There's just huge customization options in this. It seems almost limitless, quite frankly. There's a lot of custom furniture, a lot of designing elements. Actually, there were so many, if you're an Animal Crossing fan and you watch this direct, you'll see there's a lot of assets directly pulled from Animal Crossing to use in this game. I don't know if that means it needed less development time or if people from Animal Crossing were pulled in to help develop this game. And maybe that's why. Sorry, I'm still recovering, so you're gonna hear my cough a little bit. But maybe that's why we haven't gotten a new Animal Crossing. Like, you can see in this photo that Blake has on the stream, you can see that Ferris wheel in the back. That's an Animal Crossing item. There's just a lot of those throughout. But it does look very cool. It looks very fun, very interesting. If you like The Sims and you like Animal Crossing, this is like a great meld of the two. You can create all your own little Miis to live on this island. They can live together as roommates. They can fall in love. They can get married. They can
And
have
they were
kids.
roommates. Sorry, I
And they
had to.
were roommates.
I had to do it. You said the word, and it's that vocal stim of mine that I can't stop doing. So
Always have to say it. But yeah, I would encourage you to go watch the direct. There are a lot of really cool, interesting things you can do, specifically customization wise. Like I mentioned, you can change and design a lot, but specifically you can draw things. You can draw paths. You can change the outside of houses. You can design your own pets by drawing them, and they'll follow you around in the world. There was a lot of really interesting components. Tragically, the concert hall is not coming back. And if you go to YouTube and look up Tamagotchi Life Concert Hall, viewer discretion is advised. I'm pretty sure that Nintendo didn't bring it back because people abused a lot of that system.
yes.
There's some really inappropriate things on it, so I see why they didn't bring it back, but it's a bummer because that was incredibly funny. Honestly, it's cute, it looks wholesome, but it also looks really silly goofy. And I think that's the kind of charm Nintendo thrives on. I think they're really good at creating things that are cute and wholesome, but kind of cheesy and a little goofy. I think that's the kind of sweet spot that the Paper Mario series falls into as well. And I think this will hit that spot, especially if you're a big Animal Crossing fan and you haven't found another cozy sim-like game to get into. I think this will do that for you.
I was gonna say something, and now it's already gone. Damn. It's okay. Never mind. I'll shut up. Now.
I will say, I talked a lot about this, but please go watch the actual direct. It was very funny, and it did actually have an entire storyline to it. There were like main characters, and there were love triangles. It was very cool what Nintendo did with this, and it made me really excited. This comes out April 16th, so we're actually really not far from it. We're just about 2 months out.
Month and a half. Yeah.
Like I said, you can play it on the Switch 1 if you still have it. I actually enjoyed the direct for this so much. I thought to myself, am I buying a Switch 2 for this game? We'll see.
I'm nodding that yes, you are.
I don't want to because I still would like a special edition Switch. I don't want the basic gray Switch. I think it's so ugly and I hate it. So I'm going to wait and hope that there's a Nintendo Direct, a first-party Nintendo Direct before then and see if they make any kind of announcement. As many of you are also aware, this is the 40th anniversary for Zelda, 45th for Mario, maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, it's the 40th anniversary for Mario.
Oh, and 40th for Zelda? They came out the same year?
Mario anniversary year. Pretty, because we got Mario 35 in 2021.
I thought we got Zelda 35.
No, we got Mario 35. The 40th anniversary of Super Mario is currently being celebrated.
Okay. Then what is Zelda? Is it 35 for Zelda then?
40th. Yeah, both 40th.
Oh, they came out at the same time. Okay. So yeah, it's a big year for both Mario and Zelda, which means I think when Blake and I originally did our 2026 predictions, we said maybe, but there definitely has to be a big Zelda release and a big Mario release this year. And so I'm kind of holding out hopes that maybe they'll announce some special Switches to go with those. I
would love a new 3D Mario game, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. So
it's a big year. We're getting another Mario movie. I think we will see a lot more Mario than maybe we think.
When is the Zelda movie slated to come out?
I have no idea. The Mario movie though is April.
April.
Oh man, this is news. Because you all know how much I love Yoshi. I don't have them here, obviously, because they're in the refrigerator.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Pillsbury is doing Yoshi cookies. They're doing they're the pre-shaped cookie dough, and they look like Yoshi eggs.
I gotta go buy them after this.
I was so excited. I bought multi-packs, and I made them, and they're incredible. They made me really happy. So if you like Yoshi the way I like Yoshi, go get your Yoshi cookies.
Yoshi eggs. Okay. Now we'll jump into the thing I watched that Emily didn't watch, and that's the Nintendo.
I read the highlights.
She watched it. She read the cliff notes.
That felt sufficient. Quite frankly, I'm gonna be real. We're talking about the Nintendo Partner Direct. I feel like the Partner Direct is usually like 70% anime games.
It depends. It depends. This one, I would say this one was 50%. About 50.
All right, show me the good stuff.
You always know it's going to be a good direct when Todd Howard's in the center of the news article.
What did he even do? Was it Oblivion? What does he have to show? He has a really bad space game, and that's the only thing he's made in the last, 15 years.
Here's what I'll say about Nintendo Partner Directs since the Switch 2 came out. The Nintendo Partner Directs since the Switch 2 came out have all been, here are things we're porting that were on the PS4 and maybe on the PS5 to Switch 2. And big things that are coming. It's not great.
We're bringing games from a generation ago.
Yeah.
They can finally run on our system, and they probably still won't run super well.
So we're gonna go over some of the highlights. If I'll mention everything, but I'll scroll past it fast if I don't care. The first thing, and this is something Emily has seen before, and I want to do this with Emily, but she has to get a Switch too. It's Orbitals. It's a co-op game, kind of inspired based off the old what's the racing anime? The art style is based off Speed Racer. The art style is based off Speed Racer.
My brain said Diddy Kong Racing, and I knew that wasn't it. But my mind is always thinking about Diddy Kong Racing.
Orbitals, it feels very much like a It Takes Two or Split Fiction type co-op game, but you're in space, and the art style looks really cutesy. We just saw more of it, and it looks cool. I want to play it with Emily, but she has, because it's only coming to Switch 2, she has to get a Switch 2. So,
but it does say Q3 2026, so I very likely could have a Switch 2 by then. It really just depends on Nintendo. It depends on if they're going to give me a better looking Switch or an Animal Crossing Zelda game. I will cave for an Animal Crossing or Zelda game.
Here's the upside. Only this, It Takes Two in Split Fiction, only I have to own the game for us to play it. So, yeah, they did that. So I'm okay with that. Next we got Paranormicite, The Mermaid Curse. It's kind of like this murder mystery, somewhat, not a lot of horror inspired things, but some horror inspired things. It was very interesting looking. I want to see more screenshots if I can. No, of course there's not. I don't remember a ton about it. I want to see more footage before I make a decision on this one though. So.
Look that one up.
Huh?
I'll have to look it up. I haven't seen anything on it.
Tokyo Scramble looks lame. Here's the funny thing. This is a horror survival stealth game, but it looks lame as hell and not scary.
I just read the caption under this that says, Tokyo is a hot tourist destination, but beneath the surface, there lies a world of dangers and dinosaurs. Excuse me?
Let me see if we can.
The dinosaurs went to Tokyo.
I want to see if we can look at this trailer real quick.
That's crazy work.
This is
released today. It released the day of. That's funny. Or yesterday.
I didn't realize it released yesterday, but yeah, this is. It looks when it doesn't look good.
A modern day Dino Crisis, but not as good.
Oh, we'll get there. Yeah, but you're just sneaking. You're not even shooting the dinos. It's all stealth-based survival.
I want to sneak. Honestly, that does kind of appeal to me, sneaking away from dinosaurs. What is that?
That was a giant praying mantis.
You said dinosaurs, and then you lost me with the giant. Oh, what was that funny, dude?
A bird. I mean, dinosaurs. I don't remember that. What the?
That looks like a Resident Evil final boss.
This game, it came out yesterday. I guess look at the Metacritic scores, see what they say. It looks so weird.
So intrigued by that game. I don't think it's a game I play, but I think it's a game I would watch somebody play.
I forgot. They allow for 4 players to connect to all control a different thing, so you could sneak together, but you're all controlling one character, like the McElroy brothers playing Mario. With a specific control, it's that.
You're wrong, Blake. This is the funniest thing that's ever been made. I can't believe we're not currently playing it. I actually have to tell my friends about this. I think
if you want to do it, I'll do it with you. If you want to do it, I'll do it.
Does it have couch co-op?
I don't know if it's couch. I know
I
it
don't
is
wanna
through the
play
systems.
out.
Anywho, Valheim is coming to Switch. Valheim came out in like 2021. I was still in my apartment when people were playing Valheim.
I say this was like a COVID time-ish release.
And then nobody after 2020, 2021, nobody talked about it anymore. And now it's coming to Switch. So, congratulations Switch owners. You get to play a game everyone played on Steam. Woohoo. I'm proud of you. Hollow Knight's getting a Switch 2 version? I don't know why. Whatever. Sure. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, a game that came out 2 years ago on the PS5, and later this year on the Xbox, is coming out on the same day on Switch 2. That game's gonna run. It's either gonna look bad or it's gonna run bad because it is very visually intensive. It's gonna be interesting. Hey, my review, huh?
We'll find out.
Hey, my review is on this channel. If you go back to 2024, you'll find my review on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Watch our old episodes. Thanks. We got eFootball kickoff. If you like football.
Wow.
Yeah. But we also got anime football with Captain Tsubasa 2.
When?
It's just crazy.
Captain Tsubasa.
They all have little personas / whatever they are in Harry Potter. Your what's it called?
Patronus.
Yes, your Patronus. They all have like Patronuses and powers, and they're playing
familiar.
soccer. Yeah, whatever it is, they have all those things. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. It's a Square Enix 2D JRPG. It's something I might check out because it's like, huh?
A lot of these have been anime so far, Blake.
I know. I didn't say this one specifically. No, I said this one was 50-50. This one is about 50-50 because there's a lot of old stuff on here. We have 5 Bomberman games that are re-releasing on the Switch 2, where 3 of them never came out in the US. These are all old NES games, but we're getting Bomberman 1 through 5. So
pass.
Yeah, 100% pass. Pragmata is coming to the Switch somehow when it releases.
That's Switch 2, man. I hope he's hefty. I
need to make this abundantly clear. If a game is releasing on the Switch 2 or the Xbox or the PlayStation, if it's releasing on the PlayStation and the Switch, I'm going to choose the PlayStation every single time.
Always.
There's never a moment where I'm going to be like, I'd rather have that on the Switch. There is one exception. There's one exception. And technically I got it twice, so one of those times was free. Shout out to Tia for that PlayStation gift card. And that's Balatro. Balatro is like the exception because I feel like that is a portable Switch-like game. Yeah. Right?
There's my Switch exists for the sole purpose of Nintendo exclusives. If it is not exclusive to Nintendo, I am playing it elsewhere.
Yeah, 100%. 100% agree. Turok Origins, we're getting another Turok. You mentioned Turok before, we're getting a new Turok game coming out. So, not anime again, though. Crazy. And now the big announcements. The real big exciting announcements. Courtesy of Todd Howard. Guys, we're getting Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition on the Switch 2. A game that came out in November of 2015.
I hope this means, like, it's there 6 expansions. That includes the original. Wait, is it all expansions? New? Or is it just they're all in one package now?
It's all in one package. All the DLC that came out with the game are going to be all on the same card.
That's stupid. The only good thing about this was it could have inspired more Monster Factory, but
it's not going to. It's the same thing we've had before.
Okay.
Indiana Jones: The Great Circle is coming to Switch 2. That's another Todd Howard special.
I would play that on PlayStation.
Yep, I still need to play that on PlayStation, but I have not. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Emily called it. That's coming to Switch 2. Yay!
Hey. It's really fun to do Nintendo Directs because it's like, hey, remember this game that got real hype when it was announced 2 years ago? We're getting it now.
That was the last announcements they did. But there's more on this list, but yeah. There's this 2D side-scrolling game, Tokyo Xanadu. I'm sorry, Kyoto Zandu. Tokyo Zandu is the prequel to this game, which is actually on my backlog from this year on the PS3. Though that game looks nothing like this. I don't know what this is going to be. I'm going to play that first game, see how it is, and if I hate it, then we move on and I don't ever look at this ever again. We also got, hey, look, another game that is already on PS5 and Xbox coming to Switch 2. Digimon Time Stranger, which is also on my backlog this year that I already own. Thanks, Nintendo. Shouts out. Thanks guys. Granblue Fantasy Relink, another game that is on my backlog, is coming to Switch 2. The cool thing, at least about this one, and I'll give them this, is that they are releasing, like, it is coming with a massive, like, expansion to it if you buy this version. But I'm not completely screwed for having the vanilla version because I can just buy the DLC, I think, for like $10 whenever this game drops for the Switch 2 on the PlayStation. So I'm not completely screwed.
So anime.
It's very anime. Apparently it's really good. People love this game, apparently, from the 2020s. So I guess we'll see. Monster Hunter Stories 3. This one's actually huge. Monster Hunter Stories were big on the Switch 1. People did love the two Monster Hunters. Huh?
Tia loves those.
Yep, we are getting a third one. If you like the idea of Monster Hunter but don't like the format of regular Monster Hunter, this is a JRPG style of Monster Hunter. But not turn-based. It's an action RPG. I think this is the way I'd rather consume Monster Hunter. I do like playing Monster Hunter with Ferg in them, but I think this is more my style of like consuming story-based stuff.
JRPG? Your
Crazy.
style?
Never.
Crazy.
I have two genres to me. I have JRPGs and I have platformers. And I'm all out of platformers because no one releases any goddamn platformers anymore.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you'll get into Mario Maker this year.
Oh, don't give me false hope. If Mario Maker comes out, that backlog doesn't exist anymore. I will be on Mario Maker for another 1,000 hours non-stop. Arcade Archives is coming out. It's a bunch of old games. It's just a bunch of old NES, Genesis games. Like, okay, cool. I'm proud of you. There was a couple other things that don't matter. Like, this was their quick snapshot of things that are coming. PGA Tour 22.
Sorry. Just checking, because Blake said that was a list of things that doesn't matter. I just found out that Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Switch 2 edition, is on there.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I honestly didn't remember that.
I am very active in the Dreamlight Valley Reddit, and people have been very excited for the Switch 2 edition because the original Disney Dreamlight Valley has gotten so big, it simply can't function on the Switch 1 anymore. It cannot. Yeah.
So, we're getting...
If you like Dreamlight Valley, and for some reason you decide to buy it on the Switch, you can get a better version of it in March.
On March 25th. We've already gotten PGA Tour 2025, who cares? Reanimal, I don't remember. Star Trek Voyager, not my thing. Scott Pilgrim EX is just an enhanced version of the Scott Pilgrim game that already exists, which is a re-release of a game that came out in like 2008, 2009, or no, it's like 2011. You guys know my whole story about that game. That's the reason I'm all physical. Anywho, WWE 2026, whatever. Shadow Tactics, Dreamlight Valley, Gold Simulator 3 is already on other consoles. Tales of Arise, already on other consoles. I don't remember Cold Set Begins and Another Eden Begins. I don't remember that either, but it's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, meaning it already exists somewhere.
I would love for Nintendo to come forward with some first-party games. Trigger, yeah. Like, that was a jump scare. That, like, you scroll down and I saw Leon S. Kennedy for a second, and it was scary.
Forgot. Guys, hey, there's a trigger warning. There's a cop on the screen right now. Close your eyes.
There's a Kennedy bootlicker on the screen.
One of my TikTok friends, I've been making Twitch friends through TikTok now, and one of them posted like a thirst trap for Leon. I'm like, you have to remember he's a cop, and she responded, no, he's a good one. I'm like, no.
He's not. He was a cop for one day, and then he just became a government bootlicker.
Remember how he helped the president? But yeah, our Resident Evil Requiem's also releasing on the Switch too.
I will never be playing Resident Evil Requiem on the Switch. I don't know who would do that unless the Switch was your only console.
Side note. I kept telling Allison that I got her like the surprise. I got my wife Mario Tennis Fever because she got a new job today. Shouts out to my wife. Yay, congrats. So I got her Mario Tennis Fever because she's a big tennis person, but she kept trying to guess what I got her because she knew something was coming today. And she kept guessing Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. And I'm like, why do you think I would do that?
Why do you get that for her? It's not out.
One, it's not out. Two, she's not going to play it. Three, I'm not going to play it. I'm shocked she didn't guess Resident Evil Requiem. Like, she did. That one didn't even cross her mind. So,
That game's also not out.
I know. But I think she knew this was coming out this month, though. She didn't know when, but she knew this was coming out this month. We did get the Amiibo announcements. These look awful. These look terrible.
I'm so tired of Leah. I'm so tired.
I know what I'm getting Emily for her birthday.
I'm tired of this grandpa.
That's too damn bad. You keep being a cop.
Screaming.
Emily's 100% in the minority. Well, I'm with her on this because he's a cop.
I am in the minority. It's terrible. It's an awful place to be. I try to make myself feel good about it, but I feel like I'm in the minority on so many gaming opinions. It's exhausting, and I would love for somebody to agree with me. I would love to be in the majority at some point on any video game opinion.
Sorry, I dropped something and Allison made sure I was fine. I don't know if you heard the drop.
I didn't.
Oh, well. I'm also in the minority. I'm not as much in the minority of things as Emily is. I'm more in like the weird niche minority of things. Like, hey, everyone likes Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. I think one's the better one though, and that's things like that. It's weird things like that.
The minority is a terrible place to be. It doesn't make you interesting or cool for being different from everybody else. It just means every time you talk about the things you like, everyone tells you how stupid and wrong you are.
I don't do that to you because as somebody who has controversial, I think the only reason I hate having those minority opinions, the ones that I have and the ones that you have, is that people call you a contrarian. They just assume you're a contrarian because that's your thought. It's like, no.
I just like things. I'm a simple girl. I just like simple things.
I'm just a girl.
Somebody put an Assassin's Creed in my hand when I was 12. I've never left it.
AC2, I played the first Assassin's Creed and liked it, and then I played AC2 and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my jam. And then I played Unity and I'm like, I never want to look at this series ever again. Spin on it, and then I'm now back. So
Syndicate is great.
And Unity is still trash. Unity is the worst piece of garbage I've ever looked at.
It was trash the moment they were like, we're going to have 4 main characters. They're all going to be white men. Any questions?
They're also French, so I'm sorry. That truly doesn't matter, but I had to.
No variety. In fact, if I remember correctly, the 4 men look exactly the same.
I need to replay it as like an older person.
Ubisoft always makes me mad for its inability to like recognize female main characters. I still get mad when I remember that like Syndicate was marketed exclusively with Jacob.
Even though I traverse things more with Evie, so
yeah, because they were like, no, can't do it, can't have it.
Women.
Video games don't like women. We can't have those. We'll scare the gamers away.
We have our last bit of
we only have 15 minutes left.
We're going to talk about the state of play, and there was a lot of things announced. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of like photos I could get because this is still new, but I'm gonna do my best.
If you go to Polygon, they have photos and trailers and everything in order, I believe.
Here we go. Yes, they did. Okay, when I was looking earlier, I didn't find this. Okay, because I usually look here first. They're not in order, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll talk about. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say something about the first one because I was actually pretty excited about it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Actually, no, Em, go ahead. Talk about Silent Hill.
Oh, no, sorry. The first one on the list was the 2 God of War projects.
Oh, yeah. So we have a God of War thing that dropped today. Sons of Sparta.
Yeah, so they announced, I think it's the 20th anniversary
20th.
of God of War. So they actually brought out the original Kratos voice actor, which I thought was really cool. And he announced that they are doing a remake of the original God of War trilogy, which I think is really cool. I played part of the first God of War, so I would love a chance to finish it and do the rest of the trilogy. They did say it's very early on in development.
Yeah.
Sorry. Which makes me think it's probably still a few years out. And then they announced this 2D side-scroller called God of War Sons of Sparta that released today.
Yep. It might be something I like 2D side scrollers. It might be something I look at, though. I tried 2018. I didn't get into it. I played a little bit of the first God of War. I actually played it on stream back in 2018 when I was still a baby on Twitch. And then I didn't know that game showed boobies, and I had to turn it off and be like, oh, wait, I'm going to get NTOS. And then I realized it doesn't matter for God of War, apparently.
From what I understand, the original God of War trilogy is very different. I think
Yes,
God of War 2018 is more open world than the original. So.
I think I like the original 3 more. I think the original 3 are more up to speed with my action RPGs. But I guess we'll see.
So we'll be keeping an eye on that in the future.
The next thing, we've been seeing this a lot, and we've been talking about it a lot, and I don't want to stop talking about it. Beast of Reincarnation. There's another thing we have
Blake's mostly talking about it, to be clear.
No, we did the last podcast, we did talk about the Xbox stuff. Okay, that's fine. I'm not the only person talking about it. The crazy thing is you're the only person I know who's not, like, kind of...
You said we, like you and me are talking about it. And I just want to say, like, I mean, I don't have anything against this game. Like, if it comes out and everyone's like, it's amazing, maybe I'll check it out. It just doesn't inspire me from the
What if I say it's amazing?
Then I will trust your opinion.
And not try it?
But I would maybe... It depends on how much money it is. I would maybe wait for it to go on sale, and then I would give it a go.
Yeah. I think, once again, the thing that really captivates me more than anything with this, other than it looks cool, it's the fact that it's Game Freak. And that's just... Yeah. As someone who was a Pokemon fan growing up and seeing what the Pokemon Company is forcing them to release, the slop they're forcing them to release, and this is them away from the Pokemon Company and away from Nintendo and doing their own thing, like... That excites me. I want to see what this team can actually put together that isn't constrained by Pokemon Company. So it'll be interesting to see what we get.
It looks beautiful.
Next is making me have to go back and finish Kena Bridge of Spirits, but we are getting Kena Scars of Cosmora, which is a sequel to the first game. I started that game. I loved what I played. I stopped because of personal reasons and other things going on in my life at the time. But I want to go back and I want to play Kena Bridge of Spirits again. We'll go all the way through it, and then I definitely think I'm going to pick up this because it looks very pretty. It's a Pixar movie in a game. It literally looks like a Pixar movie.
Yeah. I will say I respect this game for announcing the sequel the same year it comes out. I always really respect game devs who come up and like, this is coming out soon, we promise. We're not going to show you a trailer and then not talk about it for the next 5 years.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. So I respect devs that do this. So
yeah,
good for them. I never played the original Kena. I heard it was pretty hard.
Kena Bridge of Spirits is deceptively difficult. I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to play it on an easier difficulty when I try it again. But it is deceptively difficult. Maybe they improve combat here. The combat's good there. It's just, once again, it's harder than you think it would be.
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotei Legends is coming. It's like Ghost of Tsushima Legends, so it's not for us. It's not for either of us.
Yeah, it's an online multiplayer. So it's free. So if you and your friends all have it and you want to play together, go for it. Let me know how it is. I didn't play it on Tsushima either. So...
No. You will need PlayStation Plus to play it, though, unless you're playing on PC. Just that's a yes, it's free, but you need PlayStation Plus. You have to be playing for the thingy. So
yeah, mine. It comes out March 10th though, so less than a month. Woo! So if you're a big Ghost of Yotei fan and you want to do multiplayer, keep your eye out.
This is Emily's wheelhouse, so I'm gonna shut up now.
Yes, I actually had no idea this was coming, but apparently it was originally announced in 2022, or they hinted at it in 2022.
I didn't know.
And there was actually, after the State of Play, Silent Hill themselves hosted a little 20-30 minute thing for Silent Hill Townfall where they talked about it more, and they talked with a lot of the devs and did a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And I'm really excited for this game. It's a new entry in the Silent Hill series called Silent Hill Townfall. And excitingly, this one takes place in Scotland.
Scotland!
Yeah, I thought that was really fun. They actually showed the town that they based it off of, and they had the devs go there and like walk you through it. And it is made by an indie developer team, which is the team is headed by two brothers who grew up playing video games together. And it just seems super cool. The team making it looked really fun and interesting. It looked like they put a lot of heart in this. The atmosphere looked incredible. It looks very akin to Silent Hill 2 type experience. Small town, foggy. Instead of a radio, you have a small little portable television as well that you carry around. You're playing as a man named Simon, who has washed ashore this mysterious Scotland town. And that's really all they showed you. They showed you some monsters that looked very similar to the Silent Hill 2 monsters. A little few voice snippets here and there. It is first person. Apologies for those of you who get sick in first person. But it looks really cool. It looks really interesting. I love Silent Hill, and I love spooky horror games, so I'm definitely going to be getting into this one. It does come out this year, so we won't have to wait long for it, which is crazy to me.
Because F just came out.
We got Silent Hill 2 remake like a year and a half ago. We got Silent Hill F late last year. And now we're getting Silent Hill. Like, that's like a Silent Hill game a year. If this one comes out in September or October, they've been doing one per year. And they're also currently, if you've been keeping up, I talked about this earlier, they're also currently working on a Silent Hill 1 remake as well. Obviously different dev teams, because Silent Hill 2 remake and Silent Hill 1 remake are both being made by Blooper Team. And this is being made, dang, I don't remember the name of the dev team.
It's down here. It's Annapurna Interactive.
Annapurna, but Annapurna is teaming up with, it's published by Annapurna, but it's being made by this small indie company that's the two brothers I mentioned.
Yes. Let me see if I can...
And I've heard they have a reputation for making incredibly atmospheric indie horror. So I'm very excited just for another Silent Hill, but also to give this indie dev team a real chance to shine with a AAA title.
I want to see what they've done.
Hold on. I have to get a dog. There's a dog who wants to come see me.
While she's doing that, okay. So, Lubber's Dub, those are Android games. Okay, House Abandoned in 2016, Stories Untold in 2017, Observation in 2019, and then Silent Hill Townfall. Interesting. I haven't heard of any of these. These three sound like horror games. An adventure game. So there is... Oh, hi, Bean. Hi, Bean Bug.
And Zuby's here. Zuby, come say hi.
Zeus?
If you bark to leave this room right after I let you into it, I'm going to lose my mind. Zeus, come here.
I thought you were talking about Kaya when you were talking about his dog.
No, Zeus was crying outside of my door to come in. He wanted to be here so badly. And now he's standing by the door again. Like Zeus. He wants to leave and not be a part of this.
You dummy, Zeus.
Don't you cry. Come here, Zuby.
He does not care. Oh, there he goes. Here's the big boy.
Good boy, lay down.
We do this. We see. Oh yeah, you can't see him. Okay. Yeah, it's
so yes, very excited for Silent Hill Townfall. It's coming out later this year, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. Who did you say the dev team was?
It's Screenburn. This is everything they've released. House Abandoned, Stories Untold, Observation. These two are Android games, so they don't count. But
I have heard people say that they're really good at atmospheric horror, and that particularly Observation and Stories Untold were very good.
I will say this. When I saw the trailer, because I texted Emily that she had left and stopped watching, but I had texted her that it was coming. I knew it was Silent Hill only from one line. They hadn't announced it was Silent Hill, but I saw it's Konami. I was watching the trailer. I'm like, I don't know what this is. And then the girl said, you made your choice. I'm like, oh, it's Silent Hill.
It's Silent Hill.
Like, that is like the trope.
What horrible things happened in Silent Hill today.
Yeah, what did this man do to force himself there?
The town's actually not called Silent Hill, though. I don't remember what it was called, but they had a different name for it. I mean, obviously it's still the same concept of Silent Hill, but it looked very in line with Silent Hill 2. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how the story unfolds and what we're doing with Simon and what's going on. Hopefully he didn't go the way of James and murder his wife.
Isn't that how you go to Silent Hill? You do something terrible and it...
There's a few different ways you can get to, you can do something, yeah. Mostly it's you've done something terrible, but there's like different levels of terrible. Like one was a guy who shot his bully, murdered the guy who was actively trying to get him to kill himself. So like you shouldn't do that, but at the same time it was like
you're I understand your actions, but I don't condone them. Those type of situations.
Don't condone them. So there's different levels, and I think suffocating your wife, your sick wife, so that you can have an affair. I don't know. That's pretty high up there for me.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be hard to beat James in that sense. But I'm excited to see what chaos Simon brings to the table.
100%. Quickly go through the rest of these. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is coming to PC. Congrats. I'm happy you're coming to PC now. That was not...
Happy for
that,
you, Virginia.
This is one of those things that this could have been an email. This could have been an email. Yeah. We've seen this before. Legacy of Kain. Both games are coming as remasters. They're old PS2 games. I never played them. I have no attachment to them. So I'm unaffected, to be honest. Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. Rayman is fun. But as I told Emily while we were watching the Direct, the Rayman developers, Ubisoft, will do anything but release a new Rayman game. And they'll keep bringing up that they own the Rayman, but they won't release a new game. So, thanks, Ubisoft. I hate you, Ubisoft.
I'm really excited about this next one.
Project Windless, dude, look at the chicken!
I don't know why it's a big beefy chicken man. I don't know why that's happening, but if there's anybody else in the universe who looks at this photo and immediately thought of the big chicken from Chicken,
I pulled up the photo on my phone. I thought it was on. I thought it was on Discord.
It was the first thing I thought of.
It's literally.
If there's a kindred spirit out there who immediately thought of this chicken man, that man. From the Chicken Little, if you watch the Chicken Little movie, there's a movie inside of the movie, and it has that big beefy chicken, and that was the first thing I thought of when I saw this. So now I just like to imagine this is Chicken Little.
Apparently this is based off a book, The Birds That Drink Tears, which they said is like well regarded, but I've never heard of it. But then again, I
haven't heard of it either, but there's a lot of books I haven't heard of. So
yeah. I mean, they have a Wikipedia page, so they're pretty big. Oh, it is a Korean book. That's why we haven't.
Called the J.R.R. Tolkien of South Korea. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there we go.
I'm gonna make my friend actually.
We got more information into For Loop, which is a co-op roguelike game where you take different paths to try to get to the end. The goal is always the same, but each run is always going to look different depending on what missions you take on to get to the end. It looks interesting enough, but I don't think I have a big ugh group of friends who'd be interested in doing it, so it's probably a no-go.
Yeah, I would not be interested.
I know you wouldn't.
Find other friends.
Pragmata, another Pragmata trailer. I'm so hyped for this. This is my most anticipated game of this year so far. I've made that abundantly clear.
I think it's super cute. I love looking at this little girl and being like, yes. That's a Capcom girl right there.
That is a Resident Evil face if I've ever seen one.
You know, like the iPhone face. That's a Capcom face.
That's a Capcom
the hair,
face.
Capcom hair, man. Like Mia in Resident Evil 7's hair walked, so this girl's hair is for the rest. If you look at Rose Winters from the Resident Evil 9 DLC, her hair walked so this girl's hair could run.
Winters, Resident Evil 8.
Her face walked so this girl's face could run.
Why? I'm shocked we are not going to get it. Are we going to get a game with Rose Winters at all?
The DLC was with Rose.
I know, but like a full game.
I think here's the problem why Capcom can't do a game with Rose, is because she ages normally. So she's 1 in like 2022. So to make her 16, you'd have to make it like 2030 something, and they'd have to accept the fact that most of their main characters are like 70 years old. And they just don't want to do that because they actually don't know how to make a video game that doesn't include Leon or Chris. And so they just won't do it. I really thought she was going to be our next protagonist because she has some really cool mold powers. She's a moldy girl.
Because her
And I was
dad
really
was
excited
half
for it.
mold. Her dad
But they really
became.
obviously
Yeah.
like look at this girl in her hair and her face, and then look at your girl in Pragmata.
Yes, it's the same picture.
Rose Winters, she walks so this girl could run.
Oh man, I've been excited for a Capcom game since I played Mega Man 11. So here we go for me. Let's go. More Resident Evil. It's
Speak
okay.
of the devil.
We've
Hold on,
done
wait,
this.
because we did get a new trailer for this.
Yes,
I
we
won't
did.
talk too much on it. We got a new trailer. They didn't show too much more except for most of the Leon gameplay. And it looks like there's going to be a significant amount of Leon gameplay. And it looks like it's going to look very similar to Resident Evil 4 Remake gameplay. Yeah. I have feelings on that one. It doesn't make me super happy. But
He's a
however,
cop.
they did show some really cool stuff. They did show that we're going to actually go back inside of the police station. And I think this game, regardless of the fact that I don't like Leon, is going to be very cool. Just for the sheer environment, getting to go back to Raccoon City is such a big deal. And I think it's going to feel very nostalgic. I think there's going to be a lot of cool sites to explore, a lot of Easter eggs. I'm actually wondering, because it looks like the town is full of people who potentially lived through the nuclear event and have turned into something else. I'm actually wondering if we'll get some characters from Resident Evil 2 and 3 who were left behind. Particularly in Resident Evil 3, there's a character you leave behind. And I wonder if he'll come back as like a pseudo-villain. His name was Nikolai. So I'm kind of excited to see who they might potentially bring back or what we might see. I'm just super excited. This isn't the time to really plug this, but this comes out February 27th. As I said, I'll be out of town in DC from the 28th on. So I will be streaming this, however, the first week of March, first and second week of March when I come back.
Emily's perfect Resident Evil game would have Carlos returning 100%.
It would, because he was so good. He was so good. I don't know why Capcom doesn't love him the way I love him.
Moving on. Yeah. This was neither me or Emily's thing as a tactical RPG, and we both had a aneurysm trying to pronounce this.
Couldn't say it.
Brigandine. So moving on.
No, before I humiliate myself.
No. The way you're saying it, because Burgundy's a word, but it's just like when people say Burgundy for the New Orleans street, but it's actually pronounced Burgundy, and people think we're having a stroke.
All right, let's keep going. We got a lot to cover still.
Yes. We got more looks at Star Wars Galactic Racers. If you like pod racing, now this is what we call pod racing. Moving on. Dead or Alive. It's the boobs.
I was so zoomed in on them. Move on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
If you're a fan of the Dead or Alive series, it's coming back, and we're probably going to get another one relatively soon. New Control trailer for Control Resonant.
Cool.
This looks cool, dude. This looks cool.
Just look at that screen part right there. That looks thick.
I've never played Control. This whole trailer, I'm like, this sounds like me. And for all my old Vita fans out there and some PS4 heads, it looks like Gravity Rush, which is huge. Which is a thing that PlayStation should have never abandoned. That was one of their best exclusives that they let go. So, cool.
Blake and I laughed at this trailer because the movement looks so chunky and weird.
This looks like a
Stilted.
PS3 game, dude. It looks so
real weird.
bad. Hold on. No, I want to see the movement. It looks so bad. There's not a thing about this that looks good.
Bad. Yeah.
So, yeah, look at that. Look at them running.
It looks really bad. If this is your thing, we're happy for you. We're excited for you. Maybe we're not giving it a fair shake, but it doesn't look great.
Yeah, I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to be straight up. Next, Mina the Hollower. Sorry, they didn't have a picture for it. Mina the Hollower. If you played Shovel Knight, this is for you Shovel Knight fans. I love Shovel Knight, so I might check it out when it comes out and I see reviews. Anything made by the Shovel Knight team, I'm like, I trust this as a 2D platformer for me. So, Neva is getting, I guess this is, I don't want to say it's a prequel. Neva's getting a prequel. Neva's been on my list of indies to try, but we saw a little bit. Oh, it's DLC. It's a DLC prequel. It's not even a whole game. I didn't even realize that. So yeah, it's getting DLC. A prequel DLC. Good for them.
Yako Shinobi Ops.
Yeah.
It looked like something said, I really like the sneaking part of Assassin's Creed Shadows. I just want to keep breaking the castles. And that was it.
There was, hey, you want the light to see where, if people can see you? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize they had a box from Metal Gear Solid. So
it looks crazy. So we're not gonna play that.
Pass. We've talked about this game a lot. We're both playing this game when it comes out in May.
Let's just move on. We don't need to talk about Level 7 first.
I will talk about this. Metal Gear Solid, other than Metal Gear Solid 5, all the games are now in a collection to play on PS5. You can play from the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 1, you can play 1, 2, and 3, and this one you can play 4 and Peace Walker. I think I have no excuse now. I need to play through all the games. So I'm probably going to do it at some point.
You're committed now.
I have to. I never played one. Darwin's Paradox looks really cute. It looks really cute. It's a very cute little platformer, and I love a cute little platformer, and you're an octopus. I mean, come on. This is a Blake game. You can't say it's not a Blake game.
It's giving Aquadad vibes in a way I really like.
Yeah, I will definitely be checking this out. But yeah, April 2nd. It probably will be a while before I pick it up, but I will definitely be picking up this game. It looks awesome. Castlevania. Do not care. Can we move on?
Nope. Yes,
great.
Please.
This next one I will talk about because me and Julie, my friend Julie, talked to each other about this. This was the only thing new that looked interesting. Of course, it is a JRPG. Is Rev Noir. It looks like one, I thought this was Roxas. Even though I saw the Konami logo, I kept seeing this. I'm like, that looks like Roxas. I'm like, what are you doing to me?
That does look like Roxas. You're so right.
I thought it was Roxas. But no, it is a Konami-based JRPG. Me and my friend Julie are very interested to see what this game tries to do. Also, it looks, for a JRPG in an anime style, it looks way more high quality than the other things that have come out, because they still look like they're stuck on the PS3, PS4. I think the graphics look like we're finally going to the next level for graphics for these type of games. So I'm excited for this one. We'll see what it looks like when it comes out later this year. Well, I know it doesn't come out. We don't know when it comes out. They said it's still in development.
But sometimes they say the company didn't reveal much.
Yeah, they didn't. They showed us a whole trailer, but that's it. John Wick's getting a game. I'm happy for you. I've never seen a John Wick film. So.
I'm happy for Keanu Reeves. It seemed like he had a really good time being in Cyberpunk, and I'm glad he found another video game he got to be in.
I might try it depending on reviews, but right now it's not up my alley.
It doesn't interest me in the least. I'm just excited for Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Next up, Marathon. Yay. Who cares? Literally could not care less about another hero shooter. No. Moving on. Soros, we got another look at Soros. We've heard nothing about it.
Soros entices me, if only for the lead being Rahul Kohli. Because he's a beautiful man, and I love that man, and I'm so excited for him. The game didn't look very appealing to me, but I just love that man.
I mean, you're not a roguelike girly.
No, I just really love Rahul Kohli. Like, he's just such a beautiful man.
I mean,
I just really love that guy, and I'm really excited for it.
I can't say you're wrong. I hope this game does do well.
He was actually like... There's a movie coming out this year that's based on a book I read, and he was actually my like number one pick to play the lead man. He didn't get it, but he was my number one pick.
You should call them and file a complaint.
I would. I think they should have, but
they
I guess they just didn't have any taste. Anyway, the game looks fine. It's not my style, but it looks pretty cool.
I hope it's good for everybody. No, this word's not even coming out of my mouth after what Sony did to us last year with a 30-minute reveal of this. Moving on. Then they talked about PlayStation Plus games that are coming. And that is everything.
I actually thought this was a pretty decent state of play.
I didn't hate it.
We got more Resident Evil news. We got a brand new Silent Hill game. We got the God of War remake coming. We got some more looks at Andromeda. Pragmata.
We got
however you
some
wanna
new
say it.
JRPG action, which, hello. We got an
Yeah, this
octopus
felt
game!
like a pretty good. We got the Kenna Bridge of Spirits sequel. This seems like a pretty good state of play to me.
Yeah, now,
I was happy with it.
here's the thing. We had an Xbox reveal, which was almost nothing. And we had a state of play. Nintendo, yes, we had a partner direct. I don't think it counts Nintendo because most of it was re-releases.
No, it doesn't.
I need you to do a full-on direct. It is time for a direct. It's time for you to announce Wind Waker HD remaster for the Switch 2.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Zelda.
Yes, a new Zelda, a new Mario. Come on, Nintendo, stop being lazy.
First-party games, man. That's why you buy a Switch for the first-party games. People aren't buying Switches to play Resident Evil 9. I promise you.
Of all my Switch 2 games, 2 of them are exclusive, but one of them is first party. 3 of them are exclusive, but one of them is first party. Oh, sorry, 2 of them are first party because Mario Tennis today.
Well, we need Nintendo, if you're here, please tell us about your first parties. We desperately need them. I need a Switch that's not gray. Please, I will buy a Switch too.
Actually, you know what? If you want one now, I will take the dock apart and I will take the Switch apart, get the plastic off, and spray paint it any color you want. Just for you.
I mean, that's very kind of you, but I want Nintendo to do it.
I've considered doing that with a PS5 controller for you, like getting the glossy spray paint and doing a pink PS5 controller for you.
I would be so happy. That would make me so. I hate my freaking controller.
Okay, I need to work on that. I mean, you need to get the pearlescent, but I digress.
Yeah, that actually is fine. I probably will just buy that one. My question for you is, because somebody pointed out to me that this game comes out fairly soon. Are you playing Pokopia? Pocopo, how do you pronounce it?
I made a declaration last year. I made a declaration last year.
Pokemon.
Not until they come out and there is a review. Until they fix their shit, I will not be buying a Pokemon game day one ever again, and I'm standing by it. I will not be buying Animal Crossing Pokemon Edition until I hear a review when it comes out next month. So no, I'm so sorry. I cannot do it. My mental health cannot stand it. I am currently a mostly PlayStation gamer now anyways. I barely touch my Switch. Allison touches the Switch 2 more than I do. So, yeah.
Nintendo, come on, man.
Nintendo, fix your shit. You know, I miss like 2024 when you gave me Paper Mario, when you gave me Echoes of Wisdom. 2023, you gave me Tears of the Kingdom, even though Emily hated it. Like, you gave me some things to be excited about that I went through. I don't remember the last time I reviewed a Switch. I think the last time I reviewed a Switch game was 2024.
I will be talking about. Well, no, you just reviewed Pokemon last year.
Oh, I did review Pokemon last year. That's right. I did. Yeah.
So, and we've had a lot to cover. There's been a lot announced, and we're going to be playing a lot of it and reviewing a lot of it. So stay tuned. We'll be back next week. We're going to be discussing hub worlds. What are the best hub worlds from video games?
I have a lot of thoughts on them. I know my favorite ones. I know what a hub world standard should be. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a gamer, so I know things.
Okay. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep.
We'll be back next week. I won't be back because that was embarrassing, Blake.
Yeah, you will. Don't try that. Remember, kids, before we go, they won't unredact the list because he's on the list, and that's all I'm going to leave it at. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.